Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli, and that's right, you read the title of this video, and it's another one of those videos where I give my thoughts, etc. So yeah, and I think it was obvious for me to do a video about this. Yeah, because very recently, this was announced / teased by Eddie Murphy himself, because in a Collider interview with Eddie Murphy, and this had to do with the upcoming new Beverly Hills Cop film, he was asked, and Murphy basically confirmed that early on, he was doing a bit of recording, so far had recorded some dialogue for Donkey, and basically, yeah, because it seems as though it now is official thanks to Eddie Murphy, and for Eddie Murphy confirming this, because we are soon to get Shrek 5, as well as a Donkey spin-off movie. Yes, so first came Puss in Boots, and now Donkey. Donkey is getting his own movie. Which, I mean, I think a lot of us seem to recall that this was mentioned before, and the possibilities of another Shrek movie, as well as Donkey getting his own movie. You know, and especially since, you know, after the surprising success of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, it seemed like, yeah, it left the door open for more new adventures in the fairy tale world of Shrek. And now it seems as though we are officially getting that. Shrek 5 is in the works and development, and as well as a planned Donkey spin-off movie. Now, Eddie Murphy's been the only one that's been confirmed to return to the voice role of Donkey. So, but as for the others, well, hopefully we'll get more updates soon. Like, we don't know anything about Mike Myers returning as the voice role of Shrek, the possibility of Cameron Diaz returning as Fiona, and I think most likely we will get them back, especially Antonio Banderas as Puss in Boots. Yeah. And it seems like a good shot at this, that, you know, a good possibility, I don't see why not, that Puss in Boots' friends from, you know, Kitty and the dog, that it seems as though that they'll probably appear in the 5th Shrek movie, and just, it'd be great to have them interact with Puss's other friends, you know, from far, far away, and that would be so good. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm down for this. I can't wait for this new upcoming Shrek movie, and, you know, yes, because when the 4th and supposedly final Shrek movie happened, it seemed like that was it. But as of now, many years later, and almost coming up to like, 15 years after the last Shrek movie, we're getting it again, and that's great to see. And hopefully they've cooked up something really good, and hopefully, because, I mean, Eddie Murphy didn't specifically say anything else about what Shrek 5 is going to be like. All he said was that he recorded half of Donkey's lines, and there's that, and of course, a mentioning of a planned Donkey spin-off film. So that's all we got from Eddie Murphy. So, I mean, he didn't specifically say, like, if the script is any good, and if we are to expect Shrek 5 to be really good and such, but maybe, hopefully, as though it will be. There's no doubt about it. And, you know, with Eddie Murphy and with what he said so far, I don't know, I get the feeling that probably it will turn out pretty good. So, yeah. And also for the planned Donkey spin-off film, well, it's hard to tell what they'll have planned for that. I mean, hopefully it'll be pretty good. So how can another Shrek spin-off film centering on Donkey disappoint? I don't see why not. And by the way, because supposedly, and according still to Eddie Murphy, and he thinks, and possibly we are to expect the 5th Shrek film to come out sometime next year. Okay, that's nice to hear, because usually DreamWorks has 2 animated movies of theirs come out in the same year, 1 year, etc. And this is going to be the second time that something from the world of Shrek, you know, in the Shrek franchise, will be coming out the same year as something The Bad Guys, because the first Bad Guys movie came out the same year when Puss in Boots: The Last Wish came out. So if so, for the fifth Shrek film, you know, it'll come out the same year as The Bad Guys 2. Yeah. And, well, because we already know when The Bad Guys 2 is coming out, which, yeah, I'm, of course, as I've talked about before in some past videos when, you know, talking about The Bad Guys 2, I'm, of course, down and excited for The Bad Guys 2. The first one was fantastic. So, because we now know when The Bad Guys 2 is coming out, I think sometime in the summertime, I'm pretty sure, in August, I have a good feeling that for Shrek 5, it'll probably most likely come out in the fall, because that's what happened when the first Bad Guys movie came out and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Bad Guys came out in early 2022, and as for The Last Wish, it came out in late 2022. So that's probably what's most likely going to happen for Shrek 5. You know, not to mention, another thing I just feel like mentioning is that, you know, very recently, the DreamWorks land at the Universal Studios Park, I think in Orlando, I'm pretty sure, or Hollywood, I'll have to check again, I'm sorry, because that opened very recently and having some Shrek to it. So, yeah. And it's hard to tell what they're gonna have in store for the animation for Shrek 5, because, I mean, after The Last Wish, I mean, are they gonna do that again for the fifth Shrek film, or they're just gonna go back to how it looked in the Shrek movies and, you know, the first Puss in Boots movie? I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. That's all we can do. Overall, I can't wait until Shrek 5 and the planned Donkey spin-off film come out, because it'll be great to see our favorite fairy tale characters again, from Shrek, Donkey, Puss in Boots, the fairy tale sidekick characters, you know, from Gingy, Pinocchio, the Wolf, the Three Pigs, the Blind Mice, etc., and Fiona, and hopefully, because Cameron Diaz will come back, because she's kind of slowly but surely made a comeback to acting. So I don't see why not. It's just a voice role. So, and I don't see why not either. Mike Myers, I mean, I'm sure as though he would be down to come back to voice Shrek, no doubt about it. And Antonio Banderas, well, we can definitely expect him to reprise the voice role of Puss in Boots, no doubt about it. And so hopefully, what they have planned for Shrek 5, the story and such, hopefully it'll turn out really good, along with Puss in Boots' two friends accompanying him and so on. Because, you know, at the end of The Last Wish, because they made their destination to far, far away, and yeah, so, and that left off what we can possibly expect in another installment in the Shrek franchise. And you know what? I remember hearing this a little bit, like, possibly we might get a Puss in Boots 3, which, hey, I'd be down for that, but as for right now, all we've gotten so far is, well, Shrek 5 is happening and a planned Donkey spin-off film. That's all we know. But, yeah. So, in closing, I can't wait for these next two upcoming installments in the Shrek franchise. And what about you guys? Are you looking forward, now that they are officially happening, Shrek 5 and a planned Donkey spin-off film? And were you excited to hear this from Eddie Murphy? Did any of you see that interview? Because it is out there on YouTube. In fact, now the word has been spread on social media and on IMDb and so on. Yeah, so overall, are you looking forward to these next two installments in the Shrek franchise? And with what I've had to say, leave comments and give this video a like, as always. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me giving my thoughts on Shrek 5 and a planned Donkey spin-off film, the next two installments in the Shrek franchise. And when we get more news and updates on these next two films in the Shrek franchise, well, I'll of course plan on doing another one of these videos. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, and peace out. It's all ogre now.